Hey everyone, and welcome to Weight Loss Wednesday. I'm Chef AJ, the author of The Secrets to Ultimate Weight Loss, Own Your Health, and the newly released the 10th anniversary edition of Unprocessed, which has a spiral binding if you like it. And this is where I show you recipes for healthy, permanent, and sustainable weight loss. Today I'm going to make a recipe on page 81. It's a really easy enchilada sauce. I love this little, I don't know what you call it, but it holds the book, so if you need to cook and look at the recipe, it's really cool. I have it open to page 81, which is the sweet potatoes and blue corn enchiladas. But today I'm just going to show you how to make a really easy enchilada sauce that you can use with any enchilada recipe or chili relleno recipe or anytime you need something like a salsa roja. So in the pot I have my water boiling and I'm going to add my chopped onions. I am feeling a bit lazy today, so I'm using a pre-bagged, but you can always chop your own. You can use any color onion you want, and I'm just going to stir this in. And to that, I'm going to add my garlic. If you've ever seen any of my videos, you probably know I love this little tool because I put my garlic in it, and I can chop it as fine as I want without having to use a garlic press, which I find it often gets stuck in there. So, however many times you pull it, the finer garlic you get. You could also use this for small amounts of nuts, or I use it for carrots for my dog Bailey. And then I'm going to add the garlic to the onion and the water. And again, I'm just going to cook it until it's soft. And that should take anywhere from 5 to 8 to 10 minutes, depending on how high your heat is. Very, very easy. I'm guessing you can get enchilada sauce in a jar or a can, but it'll have a lot of salt and probably oil and other things. So I'm just going to stir this. And again, I'm just going to cook it for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do when 10 minutes is up. So I've cooked the onion and the garlic for about 10 minutes. You can see it's nice and soft. It's translucent. And then I'm going to add 1 can of fire roasted tomatoes. I'm using the salt-free from Muir Glen. I just think the fire roasted tastes a little bit better. And then I'm going to add my seasonings. I'm going to stir it up. Let me just check my heat. There we go. And you can use any Mexican seasonings that you like. There's a new blend from Local Spicery called Mex Mix if you'd like to try that. And then I am just going to cook this over low heat for about 15 minutes. And then I'll come back and show you the last step. So I cooked it for about 15 minutes, stirring occasionally. You can see it got nice and fragrant. Well, you can't really see the fragrance, but you can certainly smell it. And so to thicken it, I'm going to use a little arrowroot. Arrowroot powder, it's just a starch, and you could probably use cornstarch. I tend not to buy cornstarch unless it's organic because corn is so heavily genetically modified. You can find arrowroot in most natural food stores like Sprouts or Whole Foods or even the local Winco. And I want you to know that when you dissolve arrowroot, you don't want to put it right into whatever you're cooking hot. You want to take some cold water and make what's called a slurry. And you just put it in the water and then you stir it up. You do the same thing whether it's arrowroot or cornstarch. So it almost looks like a milky consistency now. And then what you do is it's on low heat and you drizzle it in slowly. And this will make it a nice, thicker sauce. It does thicken almost immediately. I'm just pour the whole thing in now. And then my sauce, you can see, look how thick that got, and so quickly. And this is how I like it for enchiladas. And I'm going to turn my heat off. And again, I'm going to show you next week what I do with my enchilada sauce. But if you have an enchilada recipe you like, use this sauce. It doesn't have sugar or oil or salt. You know, the original recipe in Unprocessed called for a little bit of tamari or coconut aminos. But if you want to avoid that entirely, you can just either omit it or use just a little bit of like a garlic Gilroy or Gilroy garlic, California balsamic. I didn't have any today, so it's going to be fine with all our seasonings. And all enchiladas are basically a corn tortilla that you put stuff in, whether it's potatoes or sweet potatoes or corn and beans, and you roll them up and bake them in the sauce. So let's see, it's too hot to pick up, but I hope you can get another shot of this beautiful easy enchilada sauce and that you'll try the recipe and let me know if you like it. Thanks so much for watching another episode of Weight Loss Wednesday. I'm Chef AJ, and I truly believe that you can have both the health and the body that you so richly deserve. Take care.